Dodge City and in the territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. 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 Gunsmoke.
living here.
Ain't for sure I got any left.
Story of a man who moved with it. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. Matt Dillon. The story of a man who moved. Matt Dillon.
What'll it be, mister?
I got away.
What'll it be, mister?
I got away.
Me shot a rye, bartender.
Ain't for sure I got any left.
Well, make sure. Well, make sure.
There's other saloons in Dodge.
Well, make sure. What kind of a saloon is this, anyway? You're talking to the...
There's other saloons in Dodge.
You're talking to the wrong man. You go look for that bottle. You're talking to the wrong man. If you want to live, now go on. You go look for that if you want to live, now go on.
All right. Never said I wouldn't look, did I?
Well, you heard right.
What's your name, anyway?
All right.
Now, you're a stranger in Dodge, ain't you? Now, you're a stranger in Dodge, ain't you?
Never said I wouldn't.
Beats living here, mister, and being drunk to boot.
I'm only a little drunk. I'm only a little drunk. No business of yours. You talk pretty big. No business of yours.
And you ought to have sense enough to keep your mouth shut.
What's your name, anyway?
I killed men for asking that. I killed men for asking that. You're so crazy, I'll tell you. My name is Ken Creed. My name is Ken Creed.
The way I've heard it, Ken Creed's pretty fast with a gun.
Now shut up. Well, you heard right. Now shut up.
Now here's your eye, mister.
Now, you're a better bartender than I thought.
Hey, 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 Creed. Hey, Creed. Hey, Creed.
I told you to I told you to Well, now look at you.
Sure, look at me.
Well, now look at you.
Sure, look at me. You may be fast, Creed, but you ain't smart. You may be fast, Creed, but you ain't smart. Not with my gun aimed right at your belly. Not with my gun aimed right at your belly. Sorry it's gotta be this way, Creed, but with you it does. Sorry it's gotta be this way, Creed, but I am a little drunk. I can't take any chances.
Man with a gun in his hand, he's taking chances, friend. Man with a gun in his hand, he's taking...
Still talking big, ain't you? I'm gonna kill you for that. Still talking big, ain't you? I'm gonna be the man that killed King Creed. I'm gonna be the man that killed King Creed. I'm gonna kill you for that. I'm gonna kill you for that. I'm still talking big, ain't you? I'm gonna kill you.
It is good to be back streaming, even if I could not be more rusty and couldn't have gotten off to a more rocky start there. Before we get back to the music, I just want to say that I've been ready. I've had the tape ready to stream since last Friday, really, and there's no good reason for me to have not streamed sooner. Obviously, I rearranged, sitting in a new part of the room now. I hope this works out well. That definitely took a couple of days to set up, but I've just been blue. I always kind of get blue, get sad at the start of winter and when the holidays come around, and I think that's the main thing. I've just haven't been able to make myself hit go and stream. And as I'm sure everyone knows, the longer you put something off, the harder it gets. So anyway, I'm back, and we'll see how the stream goes. I had pretty high hopes for this tape, but I'm definitely feeling not up to my usual game. The combo of being in a new part of the room and just being rusty. One potential new member of the stream, just in case you're curious, is this. It's called a melodica, and it's basically, it's in the same family as a harmonica. The only difference being it has a keyboard. I just got this thing yesterday, and I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or not. So we'll see if it pulls its weight during the stream. Anyway, back to the music. No place to go but up.
All right, put the gun away, mister. All right, put the gun away, mister.
You ain't arresting me. You ain't arresting me.
He looked away from you when I yelled, didn't he? No, it was self-defense. He looked away from you when I yelled, didn't he? He looked away from you when I yelled, but he drew first, all right. No, it was, but he drew first, all right.
Then I'll put my gun away. Then I'll put my gun away. Then I'll put my gun away. Then I'll put my gun away.
But he drew first, all right.
Then I'll put my gun away. Your name must be Dylan. Your name must, and I'll put my gun away. Your name must be Dylan.
It is. It is. It is.
I'm Ken Creed, Marshal. I'm Ken Creed, Marshal.
Arizona?
You hear to me?
Who ran you out? Who ran you out?
You hear to me? Nobody runs me out anywhere, Marshal, including dogs.
I don't like gunmen, Creed. I don't like gunmen, Creed. I don't like gunmen, Creed.
Nobody
I don't like gunmen, Creed. Cause trouble here and I'll run you out.
Nobody runs me out.
Cause trouble here and I'll run you out.
I hear to you too, Marshal. Your hand is a gun. Your hand is a gun.
I'm still alive.
Your hand is a gun.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Didn't mean a thing to me. Didn't mean a thing to me. Shoot that drunk they just carried out. I ain't at all proud of it.
You have a right to protect yourself here, but that's all.
Think I'm gonna like Dodge.
You have a right to protect yourself here, but that's all.
Didn't mean a thing to me.
I know you're kind, Creed. I know you're kind, Creed.
Think I'm gonna like Dodge.
You have a right to protect yourself here, but that's all. Don't forget it.
That fella had a friend who's gonna see if he gets buried.
Come on, Chester.
Yes,
Come on, Chester.
yes.
name's Ken Creed, Chester.
Who is that man? Who is that man?
His name's Ken Creed, Chester.
I never heard of him. I never heard of him.
I have.
Well, I'll say one thing.
His name's Ken Creed. I'm not sure I ever saw him.
He was mighty fast. Well, I'll say one thing. 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 He was mighty fast. He was mighty fast.
I'm not sure I ever saw anyone faster. I'm not sure I ever saw anyone faster. I'm not sure I ever saw anyone. I'm not sure I ever saw anyone.
You seem worried, Mr. Dillon. You seem worried, Mr. Dillon.
Chester Creed's killed a lot of men just to build his reputation.
You seem worried, Mr.
Chester Creed's killed a lot of men just to build his reputation, but that's all he cares about. But that's all he cares about. But that's all he cares about. You didn't hear him, but he said he wasn't proud. What he meant was he'd like to kill me. That'd make him proud. But that's all he cares about. That'd make him proud. What he meant was he'd like to kill me.
He'll try.
That'd make him proud.
You think he'll try?
He'll try. He'll try.
Then why don't you go out right now and shoot him down?
I'm just a gunfighter. I'm just a gunfighter. I'm just a gunfighter. I'm a lawman, Chester. I'm a lawman, Chester. I'm just a gunfighter. I'm just a gunfighter. Why should I risk my life to satisfy whatever's wrong in Ken Creed's head? If he breaks the law, I'll fight him, but I won't fight him over anything as stupid as reputations. Why should I risk my life to satisfy whatever's wrong in Ken Creed's head? If he breaks the law, I'll fight him, but I won't fight him over anything as stupid as reputations. Creed's as fast as any man I ever saw, Chester. Maybe he can beat me. I don't know. I sure don't like the idea of dying. Maybe he can beat me. I don't know. And I sure don't like the idea of dying. The idea of dying. And I sure don't like the idea of dying.
Apologize. I've been feeling like I've been coming down with a cold for several days now. Apologize for the sniffling.
for anything much longer. And I won't be able to pay for anything much longer. Yes. Doc, I won't be able to pay for anything much. And I won't. Doc, I won't be able. And I won't be able to pay for anything. And I won't be able to pay for anything much.
Doc, why don't you get a steady job back east in a hospital or something?
I worked in a hospital once, Chester. I worked in a hospital once, Chester.
So why'd you leave? So why'd you leave?
And I won't be able to pay for anything much.
Doc, why don't you get a steady job back east? So why'd you leave?
I worked in a hospital once. I worked in a hospital once, Chester.
So why'd you leave?
An affair of the heart, Chester.
So why'd you leave?
An affair of the heart, Chester. A woman of great beauty. A woman of great beauty. A woman of great beauty. An evil spirit. An evil spirit. A woman of great beauty. A woman of great beauty. An evil spirit. She never told me she was married to the head of the board of directors. No, she never said a word about it. No, she never said a word about it. Her husband mentioned it, though. Her husband mentioned it, though, very first time I met him. The night he fired me. The night he fired me. The night he fired me.
Marshal?
Oh, that's much safer. Very first time I met him. The night he fired me.
My goodness.
You're better off here, Doc.
Oh, yes, and safer, madam.
Evening, Marshal. Evening, Marshal.
Oh, that's much safer.
Evening, Marshal. Evening, Marshal.
Hello, Creed. Hello, Creed.
You work on horses or people, Doc?
Sometimes I prefer horses. Sometimes I prefer horses.
I don't know as I like that. I don't know as I like that. I don't know.
What do you want here, anyway? What do you want here, anyway?
I don't like croakers. They kill people slow, I kill them fast. I don't like croakers. They kill people slow, I kill them fast. They kill people slow, I kill them fast.
You'll come whining for help. You'll come whining for help someday, mister.
They kill people slow, I kill them fast. Why don't you carry a gun?
That's enough, Creed.
Is it, Marshal?
You heard me. You heard me. You heard me.
You got a gun, Bill. You got a gun, Bill. You got a gun, Bill.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
If you're calling me, draw. 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 Go on. Go on. Go on. Draw. 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 Draw.
No. 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 No, creep. No, no, creep. Not this time. Not this time. You didn't, Doc. You're just trying to start a fight any way you can.
Oh, I'm sorry I got you into that, man.
Oh, you didn't, Doc.
Forest fires, 9 out of 10, are man-made. We will return for the second act of Gunsmoke in just a moment. But first, we will return for the second act of Gunsmoke, and nature is kinder by far to her woodlands than we are. Nature is kinder by far to her woodlands than we are. Forest fires, 9 out of 10, are man-made. We will return. Forest fires, 9 out of 10 are Forest fires, 9 out of 10 are man-made. To preserve for humanity all the products that spring from healthy timberland, redouble your efforts to eliminate forest fires. To preserve for humanity all the products that spring to preserve for humanity all the products that spring to preserve for humanity all the redouble your efforts to eliminate forest redouble your efforts to eliminate forest fires. Crush out every cigarette. Crush out every cigarette. Crush out every cigarette. Break matches in two and break matches in two and grind them with your fingers. Douse campfires and turn them over. Break matches in douse campfires and turn break matches in two. Douse campfires and turn break matches in two. Douse campfires and turn them over. The extra moment you take. Douse campfires and turn them over until no ember remains. The extra moments you take sure before you abandon the extra moments you take sure before you abandon a campsite can save a fortune in property and save human lives. And save human lives. And save human lives. And save human lives.
Well, I hope anyone out there is having a good Thursday evening. And all I can say is I try and make each stream better, and definitely think that'll be the case for next time. Next stream will be better. Please let me know if I need to adjust the volume of anything, or if there's a problem with the camera. Any problems, including the content. Even though I'm aware of many problems with the content, the music. But any faults, you know how to let me know. I need to make sure about something really quick. Let's see.
the second act of Gunsmoke. Now the second act of Gunsmoke.
Sit down, Matt. Sit down, Matt. Sit down, Matt. Sit down, Matt.
Oh, thanks, Kitty. No, not tonight.
Drink,
No, not tonight.
drink,
Oh, thanks, Kitty.
drink.
No, not tonight.
They're talking, Matt. Drink. They're talking,
No,
Matt.
not tonight.
They're talking, Matt. They're talking, Matt.
Oh? Who's talking about what?
People about you and Kin Creek. People about you and Kin Creek. People about you and Kin Creek. They say he backed you down at Delmonico's earlier tonight. People about you and Kin Creek. They say he backed you down at Delmonico's earlier tonight. What really happened? What really happened? What really happened?
He backed me down. It's true. He backed me down. He backed me down. It's true.
Sometimes I don't understand you one bit, Matt.
And try to understand Creed and his reasons. And try to understand Creed and his reasons.
Sometimes I don't understand you one bit, Matt.
And try to understand Creed and his reasons.
or later you'll have to. Okay?
Nobody asked you. Sometimes I don't understand you one bit, Matt.
And try to understand Creed and his reasons. And try to understand Creed and his reasons. It's his play, this business.
Matt, he just came in, over there.
It's his play, this business.
Matt, he just came in, over there. He doesn't look worried about anything. He doesn't look worried about anything.
Saw you sitting here, Marshal. Saw you sitting here, Marshal. And that's your ride. My name's Ken Creed, and that's your ride. Pretty gal. And that's your ride. Pretty gal. My name's Ken Creed, miss. My name's Ken Creed, miss.
Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Beat it. 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 Beat it.
When you get rid of your friend here, why? When you get rid of your friend here, why? When you get rid of your friend here, why?
Beat it.
Okay? You and me can get together later. Okay? Okay? You and me can get together later.
Creed. Creed. I've about had enough of you. I've about had enough of you.
That's so, Marshal? That's so, Marshal?
All you want is for me to draw on you, isn't it?
That's all, Marshal. That's so, Marshal?
All you want is for me to draw on you, isn't it?
That's all, Marshal.
And if I don't,
And you will, Marshal. Sooner or later you'll have to. And you will, Marshal. And you will, Marshal. Sooner or later you'll have to. I'll think of something.
I don't understand this, Matt. I don't understand this, Matt.
real simple. Real simple.
You're not afraid of him.
Real simple.
You're not afraid of him.
I don't think I ever saw anyone handle a gun faster than Creed. I don't think I ever saw anyone handle a gun faster than Creed. But if I were afraid of men like that, I'd have to get out of this business.
He thinks he can kill you.
But if I were afraid of men like that, I'd have to get out of this business. Anyway, he's willing to gamble on it.
He thinks he can kill you.
Anyway, he's willing to gamble on it. And I'm not interested in that. And I'm not interested in that. No matter what people are saying. And I'm not interested, no matter what people are saying. No matter what people are saying. No matter what people are saying.
Well, like I said, screen, I would recommend and appreciate maybe you going and listening to some previous screens, because I just have the winter and getting cold, holidays blues right now, feeling a little down, and out of practice from how many days I've missed streaming. Anyway, we will continue, go to the end of Gunsmoke. I can at least feel happy and glad that I actually have streamed after days of putting it off now. And I will try and make sure that's not the case for next time. Can't say when exactly I'll be streaming next, because I have to edit more tape to make it happen, but I will hope to stream maybe Saturday. If I haven't streamed by Sunday, then it'll be it will be not according to plan, and probably for no good reason. So anyway, appreciate being able to do this.
that's going around, Matt. This talk that's going around, Matt. You gotta put a stop to it.
About me being a...
You gotta put a stop.
About me being afraid of... About me being afraid of Ken...
Yes, it's bad for you, Matt.
About me being afraid of Ken Creed?
Yes, it's bad for you, Matt. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad.
I'm hired by the government to...
Yes, it's bad for you.
I'm hired by the government to enforce the law, not to build me a reputation. Not to build me a reputation. I'm hired by the government to enforce the law, not to build me a reputation. Not to build me a reputation. Or to add to somebody else.
Yeah, I understand
If
that.
Creed breaks the law, I'll go after him. Or to add to somebody else.
Yeah, I understand
If
that.
Creed breaks the law, I'll go after him. People ought to know that.
People aren't very smart sometimes, Matt.
People ought to know that.
People aren't very smart sometimes, Matt.
People ought to know that.
People aren't very smart sometimes, Matt. People aren't very smart sometimes, Matt.
Yeah, they sure aren't. Yeah, they sure aren't.
I was just coming down the street and somebody told me there's trouble at the Alpaganza. Oh, hello, Doc.
Hello, Chester.
Where have you been, Chester?
Nope.
Oh, what kind of trouble?
A fight.
Oh, what kind of trouble?
A fight. And they mentioned Ken Creed. And they mentioned Ken Creed.
Oh, let's go over there. Oh, let's go over there. See you later, Doc.
Be sure, Matt.
See you later, Doc.
Be sure, Matt. And good luck.
Thanks.
Bye, Doc. There's a man laying on the floor there. There's a man laying on the floor there.
He ain't dead, Marshal. Just got knocked out.
Who did it? Who did it, Sam?
Ken Creed.
Who did it, Sam?
Ken Creed. Properly speaking, Marshal, it wasn't even a fight. This fellow would just stand there with his back to Creed. All at once, Creed pulled out his gun and cracked him over the head with it. Got no idea why he did it, Marshal. All at once, Creed pulled out his gun and cracked him over the head with it. All at once, Creed just meanness, I guess. Just meanness, I guess.
Now Creed's got his fight. Now Creed's got his fight. I don't think he'll submit to arrest. I don't think he'll submit to arrest. I gotta stop him now.
I don't like it. Not one bit.
I can't let him go any further. He'll kill somebody next, and I can't let some innocent man die.
Well, you're innocent. You haven't done anything.
I'm a marshal, Chester. There's a difference. Chester, you know the saying. Chester, you know the saying. There was never a horse that couldn't be rode, or a man that couldn't be throwed. Chester, you know the saying. There was never a horse that couldn't be rode, or a man that couldn't be throwed.
Yes, sir, I understand.
And Creed's fast. And Creed's fast. And Creed's fast. Here he comes now. And Creed's fast. Here he comes now. Chelsea, you know the saying, or a man that couldn't be throwed, or a man that couldn't be throwed. Creed's fast. Creed's fast. Here he comes now. Here he comes now.
Right down the middle of the street. Right down the middle of the street.
You keep out of it. You keep out of it.
Looking for somebody, Marshal?
Right down the middle of the street.
Looking for somebody, Marshal? Looking for somebody, Marshal?
I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. It's against the law to slug people in Dodge. It's against the law to slug. I don't suppose you'd come along to jail. I don't suppose you'd come along.
You know I won't, Marshal.
All right, go ahead and draw.
You know I won't, Marshal. You know I won't, Marshal.
All right, go ahead and draw, Creed. It doesn't matter now. All right, go ahead and draw, Creed. It doesn't matter now.
All right, Dylan. I will. I will.
Well, Mr. Dillon? Well, Mr. Dillon? I'll tell you something. I was scared plumb to pieces.
Well, Mr. Proudfoot.
I
Tell you
was scared plumb to pieces.
Well, Mr. Proudfoot. I'll tell you something. So was I.
Join us again next week in Gunsmoke. Join us again next week. Join us again next week in Gunsmoke.